Hi, everybody. I'm Judi and I am coming to you today with What's for Dinner Wednesday. So today we're making green chili enchiladas. So pretty cool. I think you're going to enjoy that recipe, and it'll be posted below as well for you. So the first thing we're going to do in our stack cooker is put 2 boneless, skinless chicken breasts. I'm going to lay those in and use the colander. So now I'm going to be cooking my chicken breasts in our stack cooker with the colander, and I'm going to use a seasoning. This is our Southwest Chipotle seasoning blend that we actually blend here at the studio. So I'm coming to you today live from our Tupperware studio in Spring, Texas. And if you're close by, we really do want to encourage you to come see us. We do cooking classes, we do meal preps, we have the seasoning blends, we have a lot of terrific classes that we offer, and I think you would enjoy them. So I'm using about 1 tablespoon-ish of the Southwest Chipotle seasoning. So that is gonna go on top of the chicken breast, and see it's just seasoned there nicely. Put the cover on, and with your chicken, you're gonna do 6 minutes per pound. So this was a pound 0.11, so we're gonna do 12 minutes on this. All right, so that's cooking for 12 minutes. That's gonna cook my chicken. In the meantime, what we wanna do is make some salsa. Salsa is very easy to make. If you've never made it, I encourage you to try it because you can really make it to fit your family and your taste buds, right? So that's gonna be important because, you know, some like it hot, some want it mild, and this makes it just really terrific. And you can put in it whatever it is that you like. So I'm gonna take the skin off of a piece of garlic. Do you know a little quick tip, if I can talk here, to get the skin off your garlic? You can put it into the microwave for 5-6 seconds, and the skin actually peels right off. So I put a whole piece of garlic into my Power Chef. This is a non-electric food processor, and you can chop, but then you can also go on to puree, and you can shred on this. So it's really terrific. Then we're going to use a piece of an onion, and again, that's to taste, whatever it is that you like for your onion, whether you want a whole bunch or just a little bit, that's up to you. So I would say this is about a small onion that I'm putting in. And cilantro. So this is one tip that I'll give you when you're making your own salsa, is use a lot of cilantro. I think you'll find the taste of it very unique, opposed to just a tomato and onion salsa. This is going to create a great bit of flavor to it. So I took a bunch of cilantro, about half of it, washed it, and I put it into the Power Chef. Those 3 food items we put in, put the motor on. I'm gonna hold it with my left hand, pull with the right, and we're just gonna chop those up. I don't want big chunks of garlic or big chunks of cilantro in it, so I'm gonna put these in first and just chop those up. Oh, I wish we had smell-o-vision, right? This is beautiful. I think that was about 6 pulls or 6 chops, so to speak. You can see how nice that looks. So the non-electric food processor is really easy to use. You can chop, like I said, you can use it for pureeing. If you want to serve some strawberries on your waffles rather than a syrup, you can take and use the Power Chef, and it actually will take and just keep pulling that handle and it'll puree it. Now we're going to use the juice of a half of a lime in our press. Look at all that comes out of there. Very nice, very nice. Ooh, that smells delicious. And it inverts the lime itself, so that's great. It does come with the zester on top, so if you wanted to zest something, you could put that in there. So we have our lime. Next thing we want is a little bit of the Chipotle seasoning blend that we make here at the studio. I'm going to use about 2 tablespoons. Okay, so this is going to be a nice, yummy salsa with lots of flavor on it. You know, to make guacamole, if you've never made that, a really easy way that we teach here at the studio is once you've made your salsa, put it into a bowl and leave a 1 or 2 tablespoons of your salsa in the Power Chef and add your avocado, right? And if some people like a little bit of sour cream in it as well, you can do that. And you have guacamole really, really easy. So into the Power Chef is a can of diced tomatoes. And let's see, we put our seasoning, we put our lime. I think we're good to go. Seasoning, lime, and tomatoes. So let's just put the motor on. And we're going to give it a pull, and then to the desired consistency, whatever it is that you would like. If you want it really, really fine, you can just keep pulling. So I'll show you what I'm doing. Let's give it like 10 pulls. And take a look. Oh my, this looks beautiful. Very, very nice. Very, very pretty. Show you. Smells delicious. Look at that. So again, I use a piece of garlic. Again, put it to your desired taste buds. A small onion, a bunch of cilantro. I used about a half a bunch. Washed it, put it in here. Pulled the cord a couple times because I want that smaller. Then I added a half a juice of a lime, 1 to 2 tablespoons of the chipotle seasoning, and your can of tomatoes. And you have very delicious salsa. Now, a class that we teach here that I find to be really easy and yummy is salsa chicken. And that's actually where you're going to make your salsa. You're going to take your boneless, skinless chicken breast, put them in the pressure cooker, pour the salsa on top. That's it. Put it in and cook it. Again, depending how much chicken you use, but I'm going to say 10 to 15 minutes. We can guide you on that here at the studio. When that's done, you have salsa chicken, and you can shred it and put it over nachos. You can actually put it into tortillas if you want to do that. Really serve it so many different ways. You can even put it on baked potatoes if you like that. So that's going to be our salsa, and we are set now for our enchiladas. So I'm going to pause the recording. As soon as this is done, we're going to make enchiladas. Okay, so our microwave went off, so I'm gonna let my chicken rest for a second and cool down. In the meantime, I'm gonna shred up the cheese. So for your enchiladas, you're gonna use, this is 2 different 8 ounces of cheese. So I have a jack cheese and then a cheddar, and I'm gonna mix those together. You could just use cheddar if you wanted to, or jack, but you always want to buy your cheese and then shred it, because when it is shredded from the company, you're actually paying for the filler, which is very much like a cardboard. And not only are you paying for that, but it is very unhealthy. So I'm using my Master Grater shredder for this. And the really great thing is you could come home from the grocery store with your blocks of cheese and shred it, and then put it in the refrigerator ready to go like that. So I'm just mixing them, and that way I don't even have to toss it when it's done. So the Master Grater shredder you can use for so many different things, from nuts to apples, potatoes, anything that you want to shred. Comes with different blades. You can get that, and the base goes to many other systems. So, and dishwasher safe, except for your blade. So the reason you never put your blade in the microwave, or excuse me, the blade in the dishwasher, is it'll actually pit it. So you don't want to do that. You want to keep it very nice. Look at how much cheese this is. It's so funny when you buy shredded cheese and you buy the 8 ounces and you're paying I don't know, $3, $4, or $5, depending which one it is. And then when you buy a block of cheese and you shred it, you're like, that's so much different. So it's a huge savings, huge savings. Put that in there. Looks like I'm gonna have an entire bowl full of cheese. But the good news is if I don't use it, I can store it in the refrigerator or I can freeze it. So if you freeze it, what you might want to do is add a little bit of cornstarch to it and shake it, and that keeps it from sticking together. Let me show you this. I mean, this is a lot of cheese, right? So it was 2 16-ounce blocks of cheese, and it's a lot. But I have them now for nachos. I have cheese for anything that I make. It's ready to roll. So that's good. Let me get the chicken out. And again, 6 minutes per pound is what you do with the chicken. And we'll take a peek at that. Put it up here so you can see it. My stack cooker's not hot. So, I mean, it could get warm, but from that amount of time, it's good. And look at this. Oh my gosh. I just want to sit down and eat the chicken. Isn't that beautiful? So again, it was 2 breasts. They weighed 1.11, and I sprinkled chipotle seasoning on them. So now what I want to do is take the chicken breast, and I'm going to shred it in our Power Chef. So this is the same thing I used to make our salsa, but now I'm shredding it. I'm going to take, it's still a little warm. I guess I could leave it cool a little bit more, but you know, with what's for dinner Wednesday, we gotta get this rolling. My gosh. Let me do this. I want you to see how beautiful. It's not dry. Look at that. It's moist. Isn't that beautiful? So if you have trouble cooking chicken, this is your answer. This is your answer. So I'm gonna put it in the shredder. So remember how I told you to shred? You're gonna use the same Power Chef, but you're gonna pull the cord very slow, and it'll actually look like you did forks through it, right? So we got that in. I'm gonna hold it. It's warm. All right, and I'm just gonna pull it slow. So remember with salsa, I went real fast, right? I didn't make those noises, but now to shred, I'm just gonna pull it nice and slow until it's the consistency I want. 5. Oh, that looks perfect. Perfect. Show you. I want to, I don't think you could see it through the moisture on that. See how that looks shredded now? If you pull the cord fast, you're gonna get a pate. You don't want that. You want shredded chicken. So the shredded chicken is what you would use on your nachos. You know, you make your nacho bar and put your chicken on it. That's wonderful. So I'm just cutting this up in cubes, and talk about a quick dinner. Just cooking your chicken, serve a rice and a veggie, you are good to go, right? Good to go. And the stack cooker is just so easy to clean when you're done. I'm gonna rinse it out in the sink and then put it right into the dishwasher. The stack cooker also comes with seals on it, so you can make a head and put seals on it. Ready to roll. Okay, there we go. What do I say? Pull slow. And if it makes that noise, that just means when I pulled out the blade, I didn't have it sitting back into the motor. Oh, it's my collar. So, and that's just because I took it off to show you. So just make sure that's on nice and fitted or tight. And now it'll hold. Again, don't go real fast. And watch, you have a clear window so you can watch so you don't get too shredded. You don't want it too small. Oh, lovely, just lovely. All right, so my chicken is shredded. Look at that. That looks great for a sandwich, right? A barbecue chicken sandwich, yum, yum. Now I'm gonna use the same Power Chef. I'm gonna add a medium onion, and I went ahead and cubed that just while I was waiting for the chicken. I was like, what can I do? I need something to do. So I cubed up that onion, and again, put that color on. And this I want small. Notice how I'm pulling it faster. And that is all cut up. I think you can see that. Very good, very good. I am gonna add about a teaspoon of salt, and it comes in the counterscapes. You're actually got a spoon right in there, and it fits right back in the top. And a little bit of pepper. Love these. You can put candies in these. In my pantry, I have some candies in it as well. You can put your sweet and low. That makes it real nice too. Creamers, anything powder in it. Yeah, just puts it in, screws it up. Aren't those beautiful? Those come in a set of 3. And we are going to take some diced green chilies. Now my tip on the diced green chilies is that when you buy them, be very careful because the word hot is itty bitty teeny tiny. And I, over the years, have bought chilies, and next thing I know, when we go to eat dinner, I'm like, this is so hot, and I look at it and it's one of these that's marked hot, and I didn't even see it. So when you buy your chilies, just make sure that you're getting the mild ones. Good deal. I'll show you. I'm putting them in the onion just to make it nice and even. So when we do that, but let me show you. I know you're laughing at me. You're like, well, how did you mess up? But look how teeny tiny this is. See where it says mild? So watch for that, because that is definitely something I have messed up on. And over the years, I've actually ruined some dinners because I may be able to handle the hot, but my family does not like hot things. So this is 2 cans of chilies. Fire roasted is really delicious in this. My store did not have fire roasted, so that's okay. So that's your green chilies and your onions. And just mix that up with your salt and pepper. Okay. All right, now how do we put this together? I have my cheese. I have a big bowl of cheese. I have my shredded chicken. It's ready to go. We're going to use the 3-quart base to the stack cooker, which I did not use yet. I use the middle with the colander on it. We're going to take our sauce, which is a green enchilada sauce, and this can opener works so amazing. It actually makes it so that there's no sharp edges. So if you have somebody that likes to dig through the garbage, there's no sharp edges with this. All right, we're gonna pour a little bit of the sauce down in the bottom just to get it going. You're gonna use your corn tortillas, a dozen corn tortillas, and just put them around like around it. So there's 3 laying in. Next thing, we're gonna take our chicken. I'm gonna put some shredded chicken into this. Oh my gosh, I love this recipe. My girlfriend shared this with me years ago, and the first time I ate it, I was like, this is so stinking good. It was just so good. And I think you'll like it too. You can do the same recipe with beef and olives, your black olives. Maybe I'll make that one of these days for What's for Dinner Wednesday. So this is the onion and the chilies with your salt and pepper. That's in it. And now we're going to take and add our cheese. And you can, you know, my girlfriend Inky says cheese should be its own food group, right? So you can use as much cheese as you like. Remember the benefit to cheese, and then remember why you don't want a lot of cheese, because it can be pretty fattening. So you may not want to do too much. All right. Let me see if I can What do you think of that? Does that look pretty good? All right, so we're gonna layer it once again. I'm gonna add my enchilada sauce. I'm gonna use 3 tortillas. I love corn tortillas. They're so delicious, I think, and a lot of less calories than flour tortillas. Let's do some chicken. Look at that. A little bit more. And let me just show you, if I can, how the chicken looks. Just beautifully shredded. Okay. I don't know. I'm somebody, if I see something, I can do it, right? So that's why I love to show you guys how things look. All right, and then we're using our onion with our chilies. That looks great. And then cheese. Pretty easy. Now I have a friend, this is all about Friends Day, right? I have a friend that makes enchiladas in the stack cooker, and she actually rolls them. She puts it in and rolls up the tortilla. This is kind of the quick method. All right, so there's the cheese. So what are we gonna do again? 3 of the corn tortillas. And I have 1 left. Put that there. And we're gonna add the rest of the beef, or the rest of the chicken. How'd I get into beef? Oh, this is so pretty, so yummy too. Make this up early if you like, and to me, I feel like leftovers are even better than, and we like to call those plan aheads in Tupperware, not leftovers, right? Okay, the rest of your enchilada, or excuse me, your chilies. I can't talk today. My brain is, guess because it's Wednesday, right? It's hump day. Get every bit of those out of here. Don't want to leave any onion or chilies behind. Very good. That's nice because I chopped it in this and then I didn't have to use a separate bowl for it. Just spread it around. Oh my gosh, it smells so good. And we're gonna do, now I'll put a recipe below for you, but I'm just gonna read it off now just so you hear it. It's about to, the chicken can be 1 to 2 pounds, up to you, whatever you decide with it. And then your, a medium onion, 2 cans of green enchilada sauce, 2 cans of the fire roasted if you can get them, but if not, your chilies, your Mexican cheese blend, right? And your tortillas. Voila, that's it. So we're gonna finish it off with cheese. Look at this, beautiful. Oh my gosh, guys, so pretty. Look at that. I mean, seriously, look at that. Let me bring it closer. Look at this. Fills right up. Isn't that great? So it's very easy to do. You're just gonna layer it up. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna take and put it in the microwave for 10 to 12 minutes. And you know, you would repeat if you have extra chicken or whatever, just repeat it into however many layers you need. Put it in 10 to 12 minutes. So I'm gonna pause my recording, put this in, and then you're gonna be able to see it all finished. You're going to wish you were here. All right, you guys, so we cook this in your microwave for 10 to 12 minutes. So I've just pulled it out, and I guess dinner is ready, right? So always open it away from you to protect so you don't have the steam. You can see this is absolutely beautiful. I'm gonna be serving my salsa and my chips. We do have the beautiful chip and dip bowl. If you'd like to use that, it comes with the dip bowls. And today I'm gonna use the Clearly Elegant just for something different. And the chips I'm gonna use tonight is the tortilla. These are sea salt. They're made by H-E-B. They're pretty tasty if you've never tried them. Sorry if you don't have an H-E-B near you. Look in your other grocery store for something like this, but they make them in-house. And so that's what I'm going to be serving with our salsa and our chicken enchiladas. So thank you for coming on for What's for Dinner Wednesday. Always remember, we got you covered in the kitchen, and each week I'll give you a different recipe to think about doing. Of course, we will post the recipe below so that you have that. Leave me comments, find me even on Facebook, send me a message. I'm gonna serve it with some cold brew iced tea that I made, because we are working, but I do have a great recipe for unexpected margaritas that I'll post as well. So that might be great if you're already at home or it's 5 o'clock somewhere. But for tonight, we're having the iced tea. So thanks for joining me. I'll see you next week. Bye now.